And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tie.
He's got it deep downfield. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Goff back to throw. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. It's the Lions. Looking at 2nd and 3. From the 47. Laporta with the grab. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
They've got first down from the 31. Patrick going to motion over left. Goff on 1st and 10. This is complete to Patrick. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in close to the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Goff. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Going for it with Brooks. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that is so deflating as an offense. Such a long drive. You know you're going to go for it on 4th down. And what a shame. All that effort, it goes for naught as the defense comes up with a stand and gets off the field.
The Texans going on offense now just before halftime. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lions holding an early advantage. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit, but first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. On play action, here's Stroud. Finding Collins. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
First down, Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tank Dell, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first down, here comes Brooks. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 6 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They go play action with Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. On the give, it's Brooks. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
Whew. I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Goff has a man. It's Brooks. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Goff now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out now come the Texans on offense. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Second and 3 now. From the gun, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Stroud off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Hits him on the out route. This is ahead for about 5. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Stroud from the pistol. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Running back sent in motion. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get 6 and a first down as well. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Off play action, Goff. It's taken in by Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Motion man sent left. On first down, it's Goff. St. Brown's got it, complete. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Goff on first and 10. falls to the ground out left, incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Looking to throw. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Lions only up by a few. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And that play's brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Running once more with Brooks. And he'll get them enough for a first down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Brooks. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Again, they give to Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
Texans 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3-and-out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Finding Collins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. This will be a nice win for the Lions, who draw closer to it as they take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Lions get the win on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be, but even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.